subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel here at the park with the adventure dog. Wait a minute, Jerry. Wait. Pull it on me, brother. He hasn't been here in a while. I think I'm going to do something different today. It hasn't rained in a couple of days and it's all wet still. Look at this beautiful sunshine. It's not a cloud in the sky today. It's 50 degrees, but it doesn't feel like 50 degrees at all. I mean, I got a little hoodie on. I don't even need that. See all this grass growing here? I got grass growing in my yard. I've never even planted grass. I've never had grass growing in my yard before. Hear the birds? Look at everybody's happy today. I hear them, but I don't see them. Nature is happy today. Oh, he's a tiny bird. I see him. You're going to have to look really hard because he's very tiny. Jerry loves this park. Look at it. So many birds out here today. One of the reasons why I love Arizona in the winter. Look at this. So beautiful. So here's what me and the adventure dog are going to do today. We're going to get this walk done. We've only gone about a quarter way around the park. And I got a couple pieces of property that I want to go look at. Now, I've been making videos showing homes for other people. And my wife wants to sell our house. She wants a change. We've been living there for 10 years. We've been in Arizona for 11 years since we came back from Indonesia. And if you're new to my channel, you wonder what I'm talking about. My wife's Indonesian. We used to live in Indonesia. Before that, we lived in Florida for 25 years. And it makes me cold. And now we're in Arizona, so she wants to sell the house, and then she wants to pay off all the credit card bills because we own our home and everything else. The only thing we have is credit card bills, but she wants to change. But she wants to stay in the same district as the kids' school district. So what I did this morning, she doesn't know I'm going to do this, but what I did this morning is I was looking up just for some property, because one thing I've always wanted to do is just buy a piece of property and just build like one structure and then put like RVs around it, kind of like a wagon train, you know, like the old days. Look at that. What is that, a rock? That's a freaking, that's a huge, I don't know, they can't pick it up. It's gone now, went down the hole. It was the biggest freaking prairie dog I've ever seen. It was like sitting right over there. Yeah, look at that. That swirl, it's still bent from that freaking cell tower. He's not going to come back up. Dang it. That was a huge freaking prairie dog. I think spring's going to come early. So, I'm going to get this walk done here with Jerry, and then I'm going to go look at some property that, you know, I don't know how many I'm going to look at today, maybe 3 or 4 of them, that are in the same town that I live at, but they're nowhere near my house. So, because Jerry loves this park, right, Jerry? Come on, Jerry, let's go walk. He's got like a mohawk.
Yeah, that's all the hair he's got.
He's scared of Jerry. Yeah. Is that why you call him Mo? Because he got a mohawk?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Look at Jerry.
You say hi, you're just going out there.
He's getting brave.
Yeah, he's standoffish quite a bit.
That's a funny looking dog. Jerry, what do you think? He gets really close to Jerry, then he runs away. All right, Jerry. Let's go. So a lot of times when I show these videos of these homes and stuff like that, people are like, oh, you should buy that. Well, I'm not buying those homes. These properties that I'm going to go look at, I'm just going to go look at it. I can't buy anything right now until, you know, I sell my house. But I don't even know if I'm going to sell my house for sure yet either. But this is just an idea that my wife wants to sell, but she wants to go rent. I don't want to rent. I want to sell and I want to buy something else. So I haven't run this by her yet, but I want to sell, go ahead and let her sell our house and then take that money, invest it in another piece of property, and build maybe like another tiny house or something. You know, tiny house with a freaking RVs and fifth wheels or something like that on the property too. Because my kids are growing up and they're going to be moved out not too long. So my wife and I have something small for us. Those are my ideas. I don't like being like everybody else. I like being outside of the box thinker. I like to do stuff differently. You know, when people say you can't do it, I like to show them, maybe you can't do it, but I can do it. So I don't need any big fancy type of house. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Even that, see that container over there? I don't even need an RV. I can buy a piece of property and buy 3 containers like that and turn them into a tiny house. I've been wanting to do that forever. Ever since we lived in Indonesia, I told my wife I want to do that in Indonesia. I want to buy property in Indonesia and I want to buy a bunch of these little containers and then put them all over the property and then rent them out. She didn't want to do that because she thought that was weird because nobody's ever done anything. And this, you got to remember, this was like 14 years ago when I had this idea. But now everybody's building homes out of tiny homes out of these containers now. But yeah, so you know, I don't want a big cookie cutter house in a subdivision paying HOA fees. No, I mean, I'm used to owning the property we have now. You know, if we could turn around and flip it for a profit, and then I could buy another piece of property, you know, and then build something else on it. Now look at that big bird. That's awesome. Anyways, I'm going to finish the walk, and then I'm going to go look at these properties. I'm not saying I'm buying any one of these properties. I'm just looking. I want to see what I got to work with. It's like an artist getting ready to do a painting. You got to look at the canvas and think about what you're going to paint. You know, so when people watch this, I do have people send me private messages and comments, stuff like that. I'm like, I can't believe you're showing something you're interested in buying. Somebody else is going to see it and buy it. Well, everything happens for a reason, you know. If something that I like gets sold or somebody else buys it, then, well, then it wasn't meant to be for me to be in that spot. That's how I believe everything that goes on in my life. Everything happens for a reason. And there must be a reason why my wife wants to sell this house, because I really don't care if we sell it or if we stay there. But anyways, I'm going to finish this walk and then I'm going to go check out these properties. Look at this bird. He's a mohawk. Come here, you cute little bird, you, with your tiny little mohawk. Fluffing your feathers up. Taking in that vitamin D, Mr. T. Yeah, he's soaking in that sun. Alright, so now I'm off to the first property, which is not too far from this park that I walked Jerry at. And it's 1 acre, and it's got water and power to the property, and it's $27,000. I don't know how long it's been for sale or anything like that, but I'm gonna go check it out. So here's the property facing west. It's got a giant saguaro on it. It has the, I don't know if this is a river or wash or something. This one is $27,000. What is that right there? Looks like a rabbit. Looks like a rabbit stretched out right there with his ears. Is it? It is a rabbit. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see that far. I gotta zoom in on it. Right? That is a rabbit, right? Yeah. I thought it was part of the prickly pear cactus at first. Then I looked at it again. I'm like, man, that looks like a rabbit stretched out when they're sunbathing. Come here, you cute little sucker. I just want to squeeze you. You'd have to do a lot of land clearing here, that's for sure. Now, there's so many different ways you can come. You can come from that way, you can come from that way, you can come from that way, which I came from that way. Pretty wide open. What was that? Sound like a freaking pig. That's the saguaro that's here. See, somebody else has got a fifth wheel sitting over there on their property, and they got a small little house. Look how close this rabbit's letting me get to it. He doesn't even care. I'm 12 feet from him. He doesn't even care at all, man. That's so funny. He's like, huh? Don't care. There's a lot of rabbits here. Let's see. Well, there was something here at one time. I don't know what this was. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to buy this land. I'm just saying I'm looking at my options. So far, what I don't like about this area is how many dirt roads you have to drive down to get to it. There's a lot of dead vegetation here. You would have to do a lot of land clearing. See, all these properties, they all have power and water to them. You can see right here. There's the water spigot right here. So I don't know where the water meter is, or even how far out the property goes. But yeah, definitely, my wife saw this, she'd be like, no, I pass. So, a lot of rabbits here. I don't want a piece of property that has a river running through it, because you're so limited on what you can do, where you can put your septic and stuff like that. I hear, oh, there he is up there. I think that's a cactus wren. Alright, on to property number 2. I don't know what this is. This is probably where the septic tank is or something, maybe. I don't know. Don't know. Alright, well, I know my wife will veto this one, and it's got another river right over there, a wash, so when it rains, this area definitely floods. So, $27,000 for 1 acre. It's got water and power to it. Not bad. Look, there's that rabbit again. Everybody's soaking in that vitamin D today. Alright, off to the next one. Alright, this one is on the main road. And this one has been for sale for quite some time. It's got a lot of cactus on this one. Let's go see. Yeah. This one's got a freaking river going through it, or a wash, or a arroyo, whatever you want to call it. Right here. It's right up against state property. You have these homes over here, you have this property, and then everything that passed that way is state property. Everything across the street is state property. So let's walk around here. Look at this river here. This one is $42,000. Smells like it just rained here. Somebody was here walking around looking at this property. Maybe somebody's got the same idea I have. Now, there's another river on the other side there. Not what I'm interested in. Now, I'm not saying I have to sell my house. I'm just saying, I'm thinking outside the box because my wife really wants to sell the house. There's another river go through here. And I'm just saying, I don't want to rent. I don't know where the property lines are. And I'm just thinking, you know, what could I do if I could sell my house and get a profit? How can I maybe purchase me another piece of land and build something else? I found this PVC pipe here. It's like an irrigation. Somebody was watering something. It ends here and it ends over there. I don't know what that's about. Got some beautiful views here though. Mountains and swallows. And got another river. I think this is why this property has been for sale for so long, because not a lot of people like having this stuff running through their property. Definitely have to clear out a lot of this stuff. I'm wondering what you'd have to do to clear out, because there's so many cactuses here. I think I'm more interested in finding a piece of land that's cleared already. This river goes through here. You can hear the noise from the main road. A lot of saguaros on this property. Like I said, it goes right up next to state land on that side. One of the reasons why my wife wants to sell the house is because she wants to get away from the desert and snakes and stuff. And this has snakes written all over it. She asked me, hey, look at that, there's a golf ball. It's funny because I was just at the golf course yesterday. There's another one. Man, this has got a... I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this big one over here. This is a big one. This one probably floods really good. Yeah, I think I'll pass on this one. That's why you have to go out and look at this stuff. You know, get your eyes on the property, get boots on the ground. Because, you know, you really can't tell from a picture, you know, what you're looking at. Because see, this it splits over here. A lot of cholla cactus. Beautiful views. I don't own a tractor though. Some cat prints here, coyote prints. Haven't seen any lizards. I've been seeing rabbits and prairie dogs. That's when you start seeing lizards is when you got to start worrying about snakes. Because if the lizards are out, the snakes are out. Alright, I didn't find any property markers, but I just wanted to come look at this property and see what I'm dealing with. You know, this video is not about... this is not for sure what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to get an idea so when I go talk to my wife, I can show her, say, look at this video. I went and checked out the properties. Here's what we have to work with. I'm not saying I'm buying any one of these properties. So when somebody says, well, you shouldn't be showing it because somebody's going to see it and they're going to buy it out from under you. I don't care. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It took me 14 months to find my house that we're living in right now. So, you know, it's just something I'm doing today, and some outside of the box thinking. There's too many rivers, too many washes. I think it's all wet here on this property for me. That's probably why it's been for sale for such a long time. Where's my car? Oh, man, my car's way down there. Trying to find this place. It's down a really bad dirt road. This place probably gets muddy like crazy. I'm not saying I want to sell my house. I'm saying my wife wants to sell. So, happy life, happy wife. So I got to try to figure out something. You know, I don't know when we'll sell it or how fast we can sell it. But like I said, it took 14 months for me to find my house that we have now. I don't know, this might be it right here. There's no address or anything. That's a nice block wall right there. I'm not driving through that. I have to figure this out here. That's a nice looking house. Well, it's not that property. I thought it was that property because I just looked at the map. It's showing it over here. Like, I don't see any address on this property anywhere. It says 1 acre. As you can see, the road that I came down was this one, which that's how the map thing told me to get here. But there's a shorter road right here. That's the main road right out there, and it's straight. And this one looks nice. If this is the property, that's an easy entrance there. It's about a little bit longer than my driveway in my house, but I don't know. This is showing a house on this property. And this one's $42,000, so I don't know. It's definitely not that. That's a nice house. Then again, 7935, it could be this property right here. So this one's empty too. Either way, both of these look pretty good. There's no rivers running through either one of them. There's no gate on this one though. I don't know what this is right here, these bricks. But this, they both have a fence around them. That one's torn up. But here's some water meters here. The property has power and water going to the property, it says. It's either that one or this one. It definitely isn't that one because the map doesn't show it on that side of the road. So it's supposed to be 1 acre. I'm not seeing a water meter anywhere, but I see this big gate here. A lot of flowers. And there's no address anywhere. But it's got this house on it here, this property. And it doesn't mention anything about a house. Look at these big old, whatever this is here. Well, this house has a different entrance over there. So that gate down there definitely goes to this house. The property line on this one must run right close to this house, because there's a power box right there for that house. I'm gonna walk around that way and see if I can find a water meter or something, because I'm not finding an address for anything. Not even that house there doesn't have an address on it. But if this is the property, I like it because there's no rivers running through it at all, and there's not a lot of stuff to have to clear out on it. $42,000 don't mean I'm going to pay $42,000 if I make an offer, right? And it's got a cool gate. I love that gate. But if this is 1 acre, it looks awfully small. I could build a tiny house on this property and I'd be happy. I don't see any. That's the septic over there for that house that I can see. This is why you have to call the realtor. But first you have to come and look at it, see if you can even find anybody that knows anything about it. Oh, here's a water meter right here in the power box right here.
Another one at home.
Really? How many cc's is that?
48.
48? That's pretty cool.
Well, it's not supposed to be any more than a 48.
74 years old, this guy. Man, I've been talking for like 20 minutes. This is the property. I found the address. Right here's the address, and here's the water meter. So you got this going to the property. You just have to put a fence blocking off that house there. So this one I like. I have to get more information on it. Anyways, I'm burning up, man. It's getting hot. Jerry, he's in the car. He's probably wondering where I'm at because I've been talking to this old guy. He's trying to find his lady friend. He's been telling me all kinds of stuff about that motorized bicycle. He said he can go from here all the way up to Mount Lemon. There it goes. 66 cc's. But he said don't tell anybody, you're not supposed to have over 49. Alright, well, I'm going to head back to the car. Guys, you don't have to come down that road. And it already has a fence and a gate. I can go down this easy, smooth road right here. I like this land. There's no river. It's got a little dirt road, but not too long. And this is not too far from my kids' high school. And it's cheap, $42,000. I have to get more information. I ain't saying I'm buying it. So if you're watching this like, oh man, you're going to buy it? I don't know yet. Before I buy anything, I'd have to sell my house. And then I got to figure out, you know, if it has a septic system in it, or, you know, what it would cost for me to put in my own septic system. But I don't know. We'll see. Just an idea, thinking out loud. So if you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you anything. It's free. And like always, be kind to people, treat people the way you want to be treated. And thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I'm going. Come on, dear lady.